Guys, it's me, it's Queen Set Haru, and I'm here today with another exciting edition of Ask an Aquarius. So, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, please smack the bell, and please pass on my videos to anyone that you think might enjoy it. Okay, so I have a lot of questions. I got a list of questions. As you know, I put them all on a list. So I have a list of a lot. But every once in a while, somebody asks me a question that does not require research, and I can just answer it immediately, okay? So Shannon Jasper asked me this question the other day, and it's an easy one for me to answer, so I'm gonna go for it. She said, my Aquarius will text me, but when I ask to hang out, she will say yes. But when the day comes, she will not respond. So she wanted me to tell her, why is this happening? There's two reasons why this happens. The first reason is because the Aquarius could be trying to be nice. And Aquarius don't really do well with trying to be nice. As a matter of fact, we shouldn't even try to be nice. None of us really should. Because trying to be nice is a lie. It is a deception. You're trying to go against your nature is what you're doing. And this is what's happening in this case. The Aquarius doesn't want to go. The Aquarius just doesn't want to go. And they're trying to be nice by not telling you, I don't want to go. So they'll say yes. The day comes, they'll get ghost, and then give you an excuse later as to why they didn't respond, why they didn't go, something came up, my mom was in the hospital, I didn't feel good. It's always something. The bottom line is the Aquarius probably did not want to go. The Aquarius may like you, but may not want to hang out with you. The Aquarius may want to hang out with you, but maybe they're going through something right now and they need some time alone. Maybe they don't have a lot of time. But it's a reason why the Aquarius doesn't want to go. And they trying to be nice. They don't want to just tell you, I don't want to go. Okay? That's one thing that happens with us. And that's usually what it is. There's another thing that happens sometimes though. Sometimes you have the Aquarius. Aquarius are introverted and extroverted. A person who knows us may think, how are they introverted? But we are. We're extroverted because we do like people. We like hanging out. We like going places, like to party, like to have a good time. We love that in most cases. But we also need time alone. And if something is bothering us or something is stressing us, we really need time alone. So we have to balance the time alone with time with people. We love people. People can be draining sometimes. So those two things we have to balance. So sometimes when we're in our extroverted moods, we'll agree to do something. Yeah, I'll go to the museum with you on Saturday. And then on Saturday, we could be in an introverted mood, don't feel good, not, just cranky, tired, need to be alone. And we're in one of our introverted moods. So sometimes that does happen. You might catch us on two different moods. But if it repeatedly happens, then 9 times out of 10, the Aquarius is the first one. They just don't want to go, but they don't want to tell you that they don't want to go. Okay? So if I were you, since you said this has happened before, I wouldn't keep asking the Aquarius to go places. I would leave it alone. If the Aquarius wants to go somewhere, the Aquarius will ask you, or they'll invite you, or they'll say something to you. I would just stop asking them, because I'm telling you, the bottom line is that they don't want to go. Either they don't want to go, period, or they just, like I said, get into a mood and don't want to go at that moment. Either way, they just don't want to go. So it will behoove you, leave it alone. They don't want to go, fine, move on. I'm sure that your company is probably spectacular, and somebody else will want to go with you or hang out with you. Just ask somebody else. Obviously, this person don't want to do it. So I wouldn't keep on asking them and setting myself up and thinking we're going to go somewhere and making them go through this whole process that they're going through. I just would stop, And the Aquarius, like I said before, being nice is a lie. And we all should stop that. The Aquarius does that. We all need to stop it. It's a lie. It's a flat out lie. When you're being nice, that means that whatever the truth is, you don't want to give it up. Now, one of the things that I've learned about being honest, I wasn't always honest in my life because we're not taught to be honest. Honestly, our culture teaches us that it's okay to be dishonest. People are dishonest all the time. They're infidelities, treacheries, deceit, and we're all pretty much taught that it's okay under certain circumstances. What I learned from spirituality is that it's never okay. That is never okay. That being dishonest always has a negative effect on one or both of you. And the idea is to be as honest as you can be. So when I went through priestess training, I started just being flat out honest with people. And I've learned two very surprising things about it. Number one, it's easy to be honest. It's easy. Like, you might not think it's easy because at first I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? And it was difficult for me to get the lesson. But once I got the lesson, it's easy. You don't have to remember anything. When I used to lie to people, I had to remember what lie I told them. I don't have to remember nothing now. And I'm getting old, so that's perfect for me because my memory is not what it used to be. So now people will say, that's what you said last time. I tell the same story the same way almost every time because it's the truth. When it wasn't the truth, it might be embellished sometimes or exaggerated sometimes or some piece added to it or something like that. Because I always told a combination of lies and the truth when I wasn't, and most of us do this. We tell a combination. Sometimes we're telling the truth, sometimes we're not. And what I learned from spirituality is not to lie. Just tell the truth. So it's easy. It's so easy. You don't have to remember anything. It's just so easy. Somebody asks you a question, you just tell them what it is. You don't have this on your chest. You're not holding on, to this energy. You just say what it is. The problem is that, and this is what I'm learning now, is that you have to be honest but kind. And I didn't get that before 10 years ago when I first got the honesty. When I first got the honesty lesson, I did not get the kindness part. So I would just blurt it out and you deal with what I just said, Now I'm learning to say it kindly. And it's a weird balance to be honest, 100% honest, but kind about the honesty. So instead of telling your mom, you look fat in that dress, you can take that shit off. You say, Mom, that dress is not flattering to your shape. You said the same thing. She looks a mess in the dress, but you said it in a kind way. That's not flattering to your shape. And that's really more of the truth of what the problem is, because I don't care how big your mama is. If she gets the right outfit, she can make it work. I've been a big girl my whole life and I've made quite a few outfits work. So the truth of the matter is that whatever she has on is just not flattering to her shape. So go there with it. Or let's say, for example, that your wife made something for dinner and it's awful. I mean, awful. It's burnt, got too much salt, it's awful. And instead of saying, babe, this is awful, you say, honey, I know you spent a lot of time making this today, but there's too much salt in it and it is burnt. And I didn't want to tell you that because I know how that's going to make you feel, but I didn't want to be dishonest with you. Now, you and I both know, and this is something else I figured out from being honest. Jack Nicholson was in this movie once, and he was getting cross-examined by a lawyer. And the lawyer said, look, I want the truth. And Jack was like, you can't handle the truth. And I really understood that when I started to tell the truth. People don't want the truth, and some of them can't handle the truth. Seriously. But they need the truth. They need to hear it, And the Aquarius, when we're being nice, we're not giving them that truth. So if somebody asks you, Aquarius, to go somewhere and you don't want to go with them, don't say yes and then just not go. Just tell them, I don't want to go. Just tell them. And they might be angry with you. They might feel some type of way. But they feel the same type of way from you not going when you said you were going to go. And that actually compounded the problem, So just tell them that you don't want to go. Honestly. And if they ask you, why don't you want to go? Tell them why. And if it's because you don't want to hang out with them or you're not feeling that particular person, you need to say that, Aquarius. You need to say it, you know? And I would just tell them, I would be like, if somebody, he said to me, you want to go somewhere? I don't want to go because I don't like the person. I would tell them, no, thank you. I don't want to go. And then they're like, well, why not? You know, I think you're a really good person and you're really funny, but I just don't think we're compatible energies. And hanging out together, I don't think is going to work for me. And the other person might not like what you said. Because remember, I said they don't want the truth. But they'll hear what you said. And you gave them a plus. You said, you're a good person. I like you. You're cool. But I just don't think we're compatible energies. So that person walks away not feeling like shit. Not feeling like, oh, something's wrong with me. We're just not compatible energies. Now they're going to do with that whatever they want to do with it. But you did two things, Aquarius. You were honest with them, and now they're off your back because they're going to stop asking you to go places. Now if they keep asking you, you keep repeating the same thing until they stop asking you. Okay? And if they're neurotic or emotional or out there and they don't stop asking you, then that's somebody that you then need to duck, that you then need to block, that you then need to, put a barrier of distance between you and that person. Because if they're asking you and you done told them 2-3 times no, at that point, they're purposely not respecting you. They're not respecting your boundary. So they get no more airtime at all at this point. Okay? And that will stop people from being like, why did the Aquarius do this? Why did the Aquarius do that? Because they don't know why you did it. Because you just told them. Okay? So, Shannon, that is the reason why. One of those two is the reasons why your Aquarius has done this. So just stop asking her and let her go and get and be compatible with somebody else. Okay? See you later. Deuces.